You've probably spent a few evenings scrolling, wondering if that sleek built-in grill you saw on a neighbor's patio is really worth the extra cash, or if you'd be better off with a simple portable propane cooker. It's a legit worry spending money on a piece of outdoor furniture that sits unused because it doesn't fit your cooking style or your space is the last thing anyone wants. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon, and I'm going to walk through exactly why the Bullet by Boule stainless steel kitchen grill set might be the answer to that dilemma, or why it could end up being a pricey misstep. First off, let's talk about the problem most of us face when we start thinking about an outdoor kitchen. You have a nice patio or a backyard deck, maybe a concrete slab, and you want a permanent cooking station that looks as good as the rest of the design. The temptation is to buy a freestanding grill and then try to cobble together a countertop, a storage area, and a way to hide the propane tank. All of that can quickly add up, both in dollars and in headaches. The Bullet by Boule set tries to solve that by delivering a full drop-in module, a 5-burner main grill, an extra side burner, a double access door for easier loading, and a pair of storage drawers, all built from stainless steel. It's designed to slide right into a pre-built kitchen island or a custom countertop cutout, so you're not left with a mismatched look. Who should actually consider this package? If you're in the planning stages of an outdoor kitchen, whether you're a DIY enthusiast building a concrete island, or you've hired a contractor to craft a stone-capped cooking hub, this set fits right into that vision. It's also a solid pick for serious grillers who regularly cook multiple dishes at once. Think searing steaks on the main burners while simmering a sauce on the side, and having all the tools you need stored just a hand's reach away. The double drawer is big enough for spatulas, grill brushes, and even a small cooler of drinks, which means you won't be constantly sprinting back to the house for supplies. On the flip side, if you're renting, live in an apartment with a balcony, or simply don't want to commit to a built-in solution, you'll likely want to skip this. The unit is heavy, stainless steel, and meant to be bolted into a countertop. Installation isn't a weekend plug-and-play job. It usually requires cutting a precise opening in your island, securing the grill with brackets, and connecting a propane line safely. For anyone who prefers the flexibility of moving a grill from patio to patio, a standalone model will be far more practical. Now, let's get into the strengths that matter once you've got it in place. The first thing many owners notice is the even heat distribution across the 5 burners. Because the burners are spaced evenly and fed by a liquid propane line, you can create distinct temperature zones: high heat for searing, medium for chicken, low for slow roasting vegetables. The side burner is a game changer when you're trying to keep a side dish warm or boil a pot of beans while the main grill is busy. The double access door is another thoughtful detail. It lets you slide a tray of raw meat straight onto the grill without having to lift heavy trays over the top, which reduces spillage and keeps your prep area cleaner. The storage drawers, while not massive, are surprisingly sturdy and rust-resistant, which is a real plus when you're dealing with the occasional rain splash or humidity. Because everything is stainless steel, you're not looking at the peeling paint or rust patches that can show up on cheaper painted grills after a season or two. And because the whole thing is designed as a unit, you don't have to worry about mismatched colors or a grill that looks out of place next to a wooden countertop. That said, there are a few practical drawbacks you should weigh. The biggest is the installation commitment. You'll need a professional to cut the opening, secure the unit, and hook it up to a propane line, something that can run $300, $500 extra if you don't already have a qualified installer on call. The weight of the stainless steel frame also means you'll need a solid base. A flimsy deck or a thin slab could warp under the load over time. Another thing to consider is propane consumption. A 5-burner setup can gulp through a 20-pound tank fairly quickly if you're cooking for a crowd, so you'll need to keep an eye on tank levels or invest in a larger refillable tank. In real-world use, the set shines when you're hosting a weekend barbecue for 10 or more people. Picture this: you've got steaks sizzling on the main burners, a pan of sorted veggies on the side burner, a pot of corn on the cob in a covered grill tray, and a bowl of herb butter melting in one of the drawers.